Good morning, everybody. I'm Christy Rose, and we're here to work some core strengthening to complement your yoga practice. So we're going to get started in half moon. So bring your toes to touch. Your heels will be a sliver apart. Your arms are going to come up to the sky. Find a steeple grip. So interlace your fingers. Pointer fingers are going to come up towards the ceiling. And the shoulders like to squeeze up into the ears. So relax the shoulders down the back. Take a big breath in, grow taller through the crown of your head. Take your hands over to the right. We'll just be here for 2 breaths to warm up the side bodies for a moment. And then on your inhale, come back to center. And then take your hands over to the left. Just 2 breaths here. On your next breath in, come back to center. We'll hold it a little longer and refine. Take your hands over to the right, your hips to the left. Now press your left heel down. Pull your tailbone towards the floor and lift up through your rib cage. Now take the front of your left elbow, open it up towards the sky, and then reach even deeper through your pointer fingers. And there's a tendency to collapse, so lift your rib cage as high out of your waist as possible, and we'll just hold here for 3. Squeeze your belly in for 2. On 1, come back to center. Exhale, take your hands over to the left, your hips to the right. Now press your right heel down, tailbone towards the floor so that your belly scoops back and up into the bottom of your rib cage, and lift the ribs that much higher. Now take the front of your right elbow, open it up towards the ceiling, and then reach that much farther through your fingertips. And we'll just hold here. Squeeze all of your muscles in towards your spine for 3. Press your right heel down for 2. On your next inhale, come all the way up to center. Release your hands. This time we'll go a little deeper. Hands over to the right, hips to the left. If you're wondering what's going on here, you're trimming your waistline so you get those nice curves across your torso and side body. You're just here for 3. Lift the rib cage up a little bit higher in 2. On your inhale, come back to center on 1. Take your hands over to the left. Press your right heel down. Send the ribs that much higher and then extend out of your fingertips. You're just here for 3. All of your muscles squeeze in towards your spine in 2. And then on 1, inhale, come back to center. Find your steeple grip again, just a little prep for being on the floor, little back bend. So you're gonna keep the weight into your heels. Lift the back of your rib cage up away from your hips and then reach that much farther out of your fingertips. Look up to the sky for 3. Hold for 2. Come back up to standing on 1, and then fold forward. You can soften your knees, let your torso rest on your thighs for a second. Maybe you shake out the legs, and then come on down to your back. So as you find the earth, we'll start with some Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. So let the soles of your feet touch. Your knees will fall out to the side. And if for any reason this doesn't feel right, you can always switch it around to accommodate your legs. Your hands will go behind your ears. Now take your shoulders away from your ears, and on your exhale, lift straight up towards the ceiling. So look to the sky and find that sensation of hovering up rather than crunching forward. So you're using more core and less neck. So on your exhale, sit up, elbows stay out nice and wide, inhale, lower down. We're just gonna take 15 of these. So on your exhale, hover, and then release. Hover, and then release. And while you're here, feel the belly button squeeze down as the shoulder blades lift up. It's almost like a teeter-totter at the bottom of your rib cage. We're just here for 10 more. For 9, 8, use your breath to help you for 7, 6, belly squeezes in and down, 5, 4, last 3, final 2. Stay lifted on 1, little pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hover your feet up off of the mat, 10 more. Exhale, sit up. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2. Stay lifted on 1 to target more of your lower abs. Take your knees and squeeze them into your elbows. Inhale, you'll come all the way back down. Exhale, sit up, knees to elbows, elbows to knees, shoulders and hips lift off of the floor. We'll just take this for 10 more. Exhale, lift. Keep the elbows wide because they're gonna wanna cheat in. For 8, using your breath the whole time, and press your low back into the mat. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, final one. Stay lifted, extend your legs out into a straddle. Bring your arms out in front of you. Roll your shoulders back because they want to squeeze up into your ears. So look out in between your legs. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5. Flex your feet and reach through your heels for 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Point your toes. Radiate all of that energy out of your feet for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Lower yourself down. Give your knees a hug for a moment. You can massage your back into the floor. And then take your legs up towards the ceiling. Flex your feet and reach out of your heels as much as you can. That way you're getting this nice stretch through the back of the legs, even though you're working that strength through your core. Your arms are going to come up towards the sky. Palms face each other. Now roll your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, you'll sit up and tap for your toes. And it's okay if you don't get to your toes and you find your shins or your ankles, just depending on how your body moves, where it is in its flexibility and range of motion. But your intention is to reach up all the way and tap those big toes. You're just gonna be here for 10 more. For 9, exhale lifts you up. For 7, and then control your way down so you're getting just as much work as you lower to the floor as you do when you crunch up. Right, it's that eccentric muscle contraction when the muscle's already short and then it's resisting its way back out into length is actually where you're gonna build the most strength. So you're just here for 5 more, for 4, last 3, check in with the shoulders away from your ears for 2, final 1. Stay lifted, lower your left leg 2 inches off of the mat. If you need to modify, your knee can always come in. Take your hands over to the right, roll your shoulders back, and then squeeze your right hip in towards your left inner thigh. You'll pulse here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay where you are, take the arms over to the left. Pulse, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second set, point your toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch directions to the left. Pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your left leg back up. Find center. You can relax your shoulders for a moment. Lower the right leg 2 inches away from the floor. Big breath in to prepare. Exhale, sit up, reach over to the left. Pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands over to the right. Pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex your feet. Hands to the left. Pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the right. Pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. You can draw your knees into your belly for a second. We'll find a couple of penguins, so targeting your obliques. Bring your feet out wide on the mat or the floor, and then let the knees fall in towards each other. From here, arms come up towards the sky. Now pull your armpits towards your waist. Exhale, sit up. You'll hover your shoulder blades. Take your hands, reach them towards your heels. Exhale, right hand reaches to the right heel. Squeeze that side body so the left side gets longer. And then switch. Left hand taps the right heel. Squeeze that left side body. Switch. So notice that my shoulders are hovering off of the mat the whole time, so it's not coming down and reaching over to the side, coming down, reaching to the side. You're gonna hover this whole time, and then just squeeze those side bodies to get that much more strength through the obliques. You're just gonna be here for 10. If your neck ever gets tired and you need to support yourself, you can always take your hand behind your head for 8, 7, 6, 5. If you have your hand on your head, switch sides just to find some balance. For 4, 3, last 2, final 1. Rest for a moment. You can take your knees into your heart, massage your back if you need it. And then from here, cross your right leg over your left, some eagle sit-ups. Right arm's gonna come underneath your left, similar to Garudasana. So you'll hover that left leg up off of the mat. Now you can stay here and just take the elbow to the knee, sit up. If you need to modify at any time, that foot's gonna come down towards the floor. Full expression, take the arms and the legs in two opposite directions. Exhale, elbow to knee, sit up and squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. You just have 10. Exhale, squeeze. For 9. For 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Last 2. Final 1. Good, rest for a moment. You'll switch sides. So the left leg will cross over the right, and then the left arm will come underneath your right. Again, foot stays down if you need to modify. Foot can hover, or that full expression, reach tall. Exhale, squeeze everything in towards center. So give me 10 of your best. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3 more, final 1, and then rest. You can uncross your legs, hug your knees in, massage your back, and then a couple of rocking your boat. So take your arms and your legs up. Come on up to boat pose, Navasana, and if you need to modify this, the feet will come down towards the floor. You can hover your shins and have the knees in. You can even hug the backs of your thighs if you need to. Full expression, the legs will come out nice and straight, and your arms can come out in front of you. A couple of V-ups. So inhale, you'll lower yourself down. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good, and as you go, if the knees start to bend, that's okay. You just want to avoid finding that momentum where you're rocking forward and back, and make sure that you're using your strength, exhale, to lift you up, rather than just using the momentum that you can gain from rocking back and forth. Give me 3 more. You'll lower down. Exhale, lift. Final 1. Good, and then release your feet. Give your shins a hug. You can pull your heart through for a moment. We have a couple rocking your boat. So you'll come back to boat pose now that you're nice and prepared for this. Your arms will come out in front of you. The only thing that changes is send your tailbone towards your heels so you'll rock back, you'll fall. On your exhale, place your right foot to the floor, squeeze in, and find that moment to balance and hover. You'll roll back, left foot comes down. Find that moment to hover. Roll back, exhale, and notice I'm not throwing myself back so that I land on my neck. You're just letting gravity do the work so that your belly can gain that control and that strength to help you hover for that moment. So just find 10 more. For 9. And if you have a herniated disc or bulging disc or anything going on with your spine, I would sit this one out just to keep you nice and safe. But if you have a healthy spine, this should be just fine for you. You're just here for 3 more. For 2 more. Final 1. And then rest for a second. Find Baddha Konasana, so the soles of your feet touch, your knees will fall out to the side, fold forward for a moment. And then you can rock your chest side to side, just to open up the back. Good. And then you'll lay back onto your spine. Take your right ankle to the top of your left knee, fingers behind your ears, so be in a figure 4 position. On your exhale, sit up, hover. Keep the shoulders hovering, belly lift or belly squeezed in. Left elbow to your right knee, twist. Lower down. Hover, exhale, twist. Lower down. Hover, twist, lower down. You'll be here for 10 more. Now if you need to or would like to level up, you can hover the left foot up off of the mat. If you want a little bit more, you can straighten the leg. Just here for 5. For 4. Exhale up for 3. Last 2. Final 1. Good. Relax your foot back down to the floor, and you're going to drop your legs over to the left. You might have to scooch the left hip underneath the right and reach that right knee towards towards your foot, so away from it. Your hands will come behind your ears. Exhale, sit up, squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale, sit up, lift. Lower down. You're just going to be here for 10 more. And feel how the bottom of your right rib cage squeezes towards your right hip bone. So you're just here for 8. 7. For 6. 5. 4. 3. Last 2. Final 1. Stay lifted. Extend your leg out. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay there on 1. Point your toe. Little circles with the right leg. Just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower down on 1. We'll switch sides. So you can give your shins a hug for a moment and then find that figure 4 position on the opposite side. So the left heel is going to come to the top of the right knee. Hands are behind your ears. Relax your shoulders down your back. Exhale, hover, and then twist. So right elbow finds the left knee. Exhale, hover, and then twist. We'll be here for about 10 more. Find that difference between lifting straight up versus the elbow to the knee. And feel how the belly button anchors down into the low back so that the upper body can start to lift. You're just going to be here for about 4 more. For 3 more. Last 2. Final 1. Good. And then release. You'll take your left foot to the earth and scooch the right hip underneath the left. Reach the left knee away from you. And then from here, sit up. Now the left shoulder is going to lift off the mat a lot easier than the right, so focus on taking the right shoulder as far away from the floor as you can get it as you crunch up. Exhale lifts you higher. You're just here for 8, for 7, 6, last 5, final 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay lifted, extend the left leg out. Hold here, sit up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little circles, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex your foot, switch direction, circle, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. You can hug your knees into your chest, massage your spine. And then just to finish up, a couple of Yogi Bicycles. So legs come up into tabletop, hands behind your ears. Extend that left leg out 45 degrees, left elbow to right knee, twist. You'll switch sides. Now, notice I'm staying lifted the whole time, so I'm not coming down to take the elbow to the knee. Keep the shoulders lifted, leg out, twist, twist, twist. If you want more challenge, the legs will stay straight. If you want even more challenge, cross your ankles every time you pass through center. So you'll be crossing the midline of the body. The inner thighs will get a little more work. Low belly gets a little more work. You're just here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax your shoulders, keep your legs lifted. You'll extend the legs out wide into a straddle, flex your feet, reach through your heels. Sit up, cross your right leg over your left and squeeze. Draw the elbows towards the knees. So you'll lower, exhale, sit up, squeeze. Lower and squeeze. Lower, squeeze. Good, keep the elbows out wide for the last 5. And just see what shifts. For 3. Last 2. Final 1. Good, and then release. Hug your knees into your heart. You can massage your spine. Come on up to a seat. We've got a few roll-ups. So you'll take the legs out nice and straight, arms come high to the sky. Exhale, sit up, reach for your toes, double exhale. Inhale, lifts you up, you'll slowly lower back down. Arms stay towards the ceiling. Exhale, 1 vertebra at a time. Peel your spine off the mat. And if you get to a point where you don't think you can go any farther, you can grab the backs of your thighs to help you up. Double exhale. Inhale, reach tall. Slowly lower. We just have 5 of these. Big breath in at the bottom. Exhale. Double exhale. Inhale, sit up. Slowly lower. Big breath in to prepare. Exhale. Inhale, you grow tall. Double exhale, reach for your toes. And inhale, sit up, slowly lower. Exhale. Double exhale, reach for your toes. Sit up tall, last one, you'll lower down. Big breath in. Exhale, sit up. Double exhale, reach for your toes. And you can stay here for a couple of breaths to just soften from the work that you just did. Good, come back up to a seat and have a wonderful rest of your day. Nice strong bellies.